Hey there, welcome back to Slide K Cooper's channel again. I'm here with another video, and this video is going to be different from the one I did the other day. What I did the last time was a reaction video of Loiso's cover of Adele's song "Easy on Me," and like I said earlier in the intro, I'm going to be doing different kinds of video, not only the entertaining stuff. I'm going to be doing educative stuff as well. So I'm going to be putting them in a playlist so that you could it will be easier for searching. Okay, yes. Maybe probably as the channel builds up, I might have to create a separate channel for all those different things. But for now, they are going to be in this on the same channel, but then I will be creating a playlist for them. So this is a second video, and it's different from yesterday's video. This video, like I said earlier, is going to be an educative one. Um, I was thinking of this thing some time ago. I thought parents need this kind of education so that it will help them. My topic today is about teaching homework or teaching of homework. I figured that parents don't really know how to go about teaching homework to their kids based on the kind of complaints or challenges that teachers face. Teachers have a lot of challenges, or they face a lot of challenges when it comes to homework, and we will talk about this later. Um, but I realized that it's mostly because the students don't get the help they need to get, or the help they are supposed to get when they go home. When they go home, so you realize that most of them come back with an undone homework. Some of them come, the homework is sharply done. Sometimes it's not done at all. In some cases. So yes, today's video is just to help parents to or guardians to know how best to teach or guide their kids through their homework. So my target audience today is the parents and any guardian or anybody, even an elder sibling who helps a younger sibling to do homework. So yes. So before we even go into it and talk about the different talk about the homework and how to teach it, I mean, let's even talk about the types of homework. Are there many homework, or is there just one type of homework that is given? What are the different types, if there are any types at all? So yes, indeed, homework is not just one. I mean, there are like about seven kinds of homework. Yeah, like seven. For the seven, I'll put them. I'll make it even a five because two of them look similar to each other. So the first one is called the practice homework. So this kind of homework, the practice homework, is a homework that is based on the fact that a certain topic has been taught in class. A certain topic has been taught in class, and then even classwork or yes, class assignments given in the class. But then the teachers still want to see how well the students have mastered that topic or that content. So the teacher goes ahead to give a homework assignment to the kid, still on that same topic, just to emphasize or to make the student practice more on that topic. So that's the first kind of like first type of homework, the practice homework. The next type is what we call the preparatory homework. Preparatory homework. So usually when you finish or you're about to finish one topic, you want to alert the student on the next topic. So you tell the student, okay, since this today is the last day we are choosing this topic, when you go home, read on this topic, read on topic B since we are done with topic A, so that you have a fair idea of what topic B is about, so that next time we meet, we can, talk about topic B or do topic B. So that one is what we call preparatory homework. We are preparing the students for the next topic. So that's the second one. The third one has to do with what we call the extension homework. Now, for extension homework, it has to do with students taking what they have learned in class, trying to practice what they've been taught in class outside the classroom. So let's say that students have probably um, learn some new vocabularies in class, new vocabs in class, and so they are asked to use them in sentences or in phrases outside the classroom, in the house, and so forth. Extension. So practicing what you've learned in class outside the classroom. So we've talked about three. The fourth one is called the integration. Is it integration? Yes, the integration homework, the integration kind of homework. So this integration homework is when you give a topic and then you allow the student to use their various skills to tackle that same topic. So this is usually given when project work are given. So you see, usually in school we put students in groups when we want to give them projects. So we put them in groups and then we tell them that handle this project. So the students with various skill sets will come together and then try to put their different skill set together in order to achieve or solve the projects. So that's what the integration or integrated homework is. So you integrate several different students with different backgrounds, different IQ, different mindset, different skill sets on the same topic, and then help them to come up with one good idea, one good project. Yes, and then the last one, the fifth one, is what we call the flip homework. Now, the flip homework would be when a teacher gives um, let's say a video project to the student. Let's say go and watch. The child gives a link of a video to the student to go and watch or read in the house. Now, and then when the student comes back to school, they talk about the video or the whatever was given. So that one is the last one, which is the flip homework. Like I said, there are seven, but I made it into five because two of them sound similar. There's one called the research. The research is just like the preparatory where students are asked to go and research on the next topic. But then research could go further than that. Research could even be you researching on a topic that could be taught or learned in the future. And then the preparatory is usually for the immediate topic. And then the next one after, so research is just like the preparatory. So that's the sixth one, the one that I didn't want to talk about. And then we have one that we call application. So application is also the same or similar to the extension, where students will have to apply what they have learned in the class in other areas or outside the classroom. So yes, so we've talked about five of them: practice homework, preparatory homework, extension homework, integration homework, and then the last one, which is the flip homework, the flip homework. So practice being the one that students are given because they've been taught already in the class, and then preparatory is when students are asked to go and read about the next topic to be treated in class. Extension has to do with the student applying what he has learnt in class outside the classroom. And the integration is a lot of students coming together to work on a project, integrating their various skills on a project. And then the last one is a flip, where you could be given an assignment to go and do in the house, which would be talked about in class. Okay, so now that we've talked about the different kinds or types of homework, now let's go on. Let's today my main focus is on the first one, the practice homework. The practice homework. Yes, my main focus is on it because it's the commonest or is the main type of homework that teachers normally give. The practice homework. Now, bear in mind, I said that the practice homework is the one that we give to students because they have been taught. So a topic has been taught in class assignment has been given in class, but the teacher still goes ahead to give a homework assignment on that same topic just to emphasize on the practice, just for the student to master that topic. So that's what we are come to talk about now. So all you need to know about this kind of homework before you even teach your students is that this kind of homework has been taught already in the class. Yes. Parents need to know that with this kind of homework, the student has been taught. The student already knows a lot about the homework. Student has been taught the homework already, so he knows what the homework is about. He was just given that homework for practice sake to come and practice on. So, parents, before you teach your kids this homework, know that they know already. They know this kind of homework. And then because this is a topic that was taught in class before, earlier in the day, it means that there could be a note to this topic. There could be a note to this topic. So mostly kids, especially the upper primary or the JHS, they might have notes on the topic. They have notes on the topic. So before you teach them, know all these things. Even if there's no notes to the topic, there is a textbook to it. Because bear in mind, this topic has been treated. And I'm emphasizing on this fact because many of the times parents go into this, or parents teach their kids homework with the idea that the kids have no knowledge of the homework. No, with this practice, this is not a preparatory homework or an extension homework. This is a practice homework. It's the most commonest homework we give. It's the homework we give based on the fact that we have taught something in class. We need to make sure that the students know, or we need to see how well they understood the topic. So they know they have extensive knowledge on the topic. This is an important information that parents should know before they go into teaching their kids homework. Okay, now how to teach practice homework. As a parent, how do you teach a practice homework? How do you teach practice homework? One, ask your child or ask the child if he or she brought any homework from school. Now, this is important because students, you see, after a whole day's work in school, students are tired and they come home and they are in a rush to go and play or do something, play a game. If they are the type of students who live in the estate community where they don't have a lot of kids to play with, then they are, eager to finish and then go and play their video game or do something with their computers or their phones or their iPads. And if they are kids from the other neighborhoods, those neighborhoods where everybody, is a neighbor in the community, everybody knows everybody in the community, where there's a football park or something in the community, then the kid will be in a hurry to take off his uniform and then go and play football. So it is very important that you ask, have you been given homework or have you brought any assignment home? Now, if they say yes, then please make sure that you let them bring the homework to you. Parents, this is a humble request. Make time for the homework. Ask them to find time, please ask them to bring the homework. Now, when they bring the homework, first question, ask them, what did your teacher say you should do? Don't think that the child has no idea, like most parents do. Sometimes it's funny how some parents think, or some parents act as if the teacher just gave the homework out of the blue. Like I said, this is a practice homework. This is a practice homework. And so please ask the child, what did your teacher say you should do? The child will tell you specifically what he or she has been told to do. Then ask if there's a note to the topic. If there's a note, because mostly in the upper primary, we give them notes. Most of the time, give them notes. If there's no note, ask for the textbook, because if it's an anticipatory homework, sorry, if it is a practice homework, where the topic has been taught already in the class, then there's a note or a textbook attached to it. Yes. So ask for it and then see how best you can help your child with. Still on how to teach it. Okay. I wrote some things down so that I don't forget it, which I'm looking through. Now, if you go through his notes and you find the said topic in there, or you ask him and then he explains how his he was asked or he was told to do it. If you the parents you are educated, then ask him to do it and see if he does it right the way he's supposed to do it. If not, allow him to do the first one. Now, if one thing about students is that when they have challenge with some of the things, they will tell you that they can't do it. They don't understand. Then you, the parent, can come in. If you are not educated in that way, then you can ask for help to help him do the homework. But then, if he's able to do the first one, and you also are educated enough to know and understand that that is how the first one is supposed to be done, ask him if he can do the rest. If he can, allow him to do the rest. Just guide him, be there, support him, watch him when he's, prevent him from canceling and doing deep and dirty work. That's your job there. Don't do the work for him. Just let him do the work. If you are a busy parent, and if you are a busy parent, if you ask him whether he can do the work and he says yes, he can do the rest because you have seen him do the first one, so you are sure that he can do the rest. Okay, so now you can leave him to do the rest and then you go about your business. But then, if you are not too busy, I would advise that you stay with him throughout, let him finish the homework. But then, if he says that he cannot do the rest, even though he has been taught, and you're also too busy, that's where the problem is. If you have an older daughter or son who can help him or her, your younger sibling, your younger, sorry, child, then let him ask for help from that older sibling to help with the assignment. If not, then I'm afraid you have to sacrifice your time for that child. I mean, how long is it going to take? 30 minutes or an hour? Yeah, so you have to sacrifice that time to, um, you know, teach that kind of homework. Yes. And then after after that, if like I said earlier, if you are busy, then you call your other kids who are older and they are in the higher classes to help their younger sibling with them with that one. But if you are free, please stay with the child and make sure that he does all the homework. And then another thing, if you stay through, if you stayed with him throughout the homework, then you might actually know if he finished the homework or not. But if not, if he said he could do the homework and so you left him by himself, make sure that after the homework he brings the book to you for you to go over the work. Make sure he there are sometimes you see that when they bring the homework, they've actually done the right thing, just that the manner in which they've written the homework is so dirty. It's not presentable. So you could make him clean it and rewrite it again, or guide him or make him rewrite it again, since you know it's correct. So he knows that what he's done is correct. But then let him clean and do the right thing all over again. See to it that the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, everything is neatly done. Yes, because mostly parents don't check these things. The kids say they are done and then they just allow them to put the book in their bag. And then, yes, so that part is very important. Before, and even if they are their older siblings, help them with the homework and they are done. As a parent, if you are free, you couldn't, help him because you were busy with something. When you are free, ask him to bring the homework that he has finished and go over it and make sure the right thing has been done. Okay. Now, before we even go on, let's even talk about some of the challenges teachers have with students' homework. The first challenge is older siblings doing homework for their younger siblings. It's one of the challenges that teachers encounter a lot, and it's so annoying. To give a homework to, let's say, a basic one or two or three students, and then the homework comes and they realize that the homework has been done all right, but then it was done by a very matured student in their upper primary or in the JHS classroom. Now, you teach a topic like, let's say, photosynthesis. What the concept of photosynthesis? The whole idea of photosynthesis is to teach the child how plants make their own food. But then in the lower primary, you might not use big words that is like the JHS or the SS, where you could define photosynthesis as a process by which green plants make their own food in the presence of sunlight using carbohydrates and all that blah 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 blah, all those big terms. So in the lower primary, you could have a simple definition like photosynthesis is the way plants prepare their food. And you've taught in class, you've given notes on it and everything. And so you expect that the child, knows and how. Like I said, this is a practice homework. It's something that has been taught already in the class. Parents should remember this. Now, the older siblings, what they do is that when they take the book, mostly, you call the parents are usually busy, and then they say, Kwame, oh, come help your kid brother to do his homework. Kwame is already busy with his own thing, probably doing his own homework or playing game or doing something himself. And then you ask him to leave and come and help his younger sibling. He's already annoyed with that. So he comes and says, yes, what they say you should do. And then the child should do A, B, and C. Now, the older sibling already is angry or is not happy with the idea of teaching the younger sibling the homework already. Now, because he is also in a hurry to finish and go back to his thing, what he was doing before he was called, he would just sometimes take the book and then write the definition of a JHS or SS definition of the photosynthesis for the child. And then the child would, come to the school with it. And then the teacher sees and is so furious because as 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 a student of P3 or in the lower primary, we don't teach you that advanced definition because it's too advanced for your understanding. So we teach you the basic ones, there's simple ones. So which why we give you notes and the textbooks as well. So if the older sibling just go there to teach you that advanced, definitions, it's not helpful. Because most of the times when they come with this homework and you ask them to repeat what they were told, because how the older siblings teach homework, they don't allow the kids to do them. They just write it on a piece of paper and tell them to write it. It's even annoying when they actually take the book and they write it in their own handwriting. As a teacher, I can tell you that this is so frustrating. This is so annoying when you see that an older sibling has taken the book of a younger sibling and then written the homework in his own handwriting. When you do that, you don't help the kids. You don't help the kids. So, parents, if you are not free to help your younger kids with their homework and you have to ask for the help of your older kids, please tell them not to write it for them or not to write their JHS definitions or their higher advanced definitions. They should ask the kids what they've been told to do, whether they've got notes or their textbooks. Okay. Another challenge or problem that teachers face with homework is the fact that kids come kids come to the class with the homework half done, half done. You realize that the kid has done the homework, but the homework it was started beautifully, but then along the way, the homework ended poorly. Like the student couldn't finish the homework. And this is because most parents, after the first one, after they supervise them do the first one, they leave it for them to do the rest. Like I said earlier, when even if they say they could, because some of them really can do the work, Most of them come. So if they are able to do the first one and you leave them, make sure after everything you go over the finished product. Make sure they have done the right thing. Make sure they have done the right thing. Because if you don't do that, realize that they will come to the class with half work done. Because bear in mind, these kids are in a hurry to go and play their games and have fun because they are already tired from school work. So they will just do anything because no one is supervising them. And it's, as a teacher, it's annoying to see that kids were not supervised properly. As a teacher, what you expect of a parent is that he guides the. We all have a job to do. Your kid comes to school, we stay with your kid throughout the whole process. The only thing the parents you have to do is to guide the kids through the homework. Somewhere the parents find this difficult to do. They find it frustrating to help their own kids with the homework. So they normally push them to their older siblings to do the homework for them, which is not helpful. So please, parents, note this thing. If you have to allow your older sons or children to do the homework or to help their younger siblings with their homework, make sure they do it the right way. And when it is done, please let them bring it to you. Go over it. Make sure they have done the right thing. You don't do that work, you don't cancel and all that. And then the last one, the last challenge or problem of homework that teachers face is an undone homework. It's so annoying to teach a student and to give homework, and then the student comes to the class without the homework done. And you see, as kids as they are not even afraid. They will come and put the book down there, undone. So you go over the homework, you mark, you take them, you mark, take it, and then you open Kofi's book, realize that Kofi's book is just the question, the homework question, no work done. And so you put it aside, you mark the rest. Now you call Kofi, Kofi, come. Did you do your assignment? And then Kofi just answered that moment. Kofi is stuck, like Kofi is like, and then he remembers that he actually took the book home but didn't do the homework. So he asked Kofi, why didn't you do the homework? I didn't get anybody to help me with my homework. And I said, where was mommy? Mommy was not back from work. Or in most cases, mommy was there, but then mommy asked older siblings to help, and the older siblings too did not help. It's so annoying to give homework and to have the same work brought to you back undone. Now we all have a work to do here. Our teachers, the teachers, we have what we work cut out for us, and the parents too. But some way, somehow, the parents expect that we do both the teacher's job and then the parents' job. You see, it takes two to tango. We all have to do our jobs. We all have to do our work. So when we give the homework, please help them to do the homework. And these tips that I've given will help us to do the homework. So today, mainly we focused on the practice kind of homework, where the homework has been the topic of the homework has been taught in class already, and then the assignment given for the kids to come and try their hands in order to practice more in the house. Yes. So that's where we focus on. Maybe next time we are going to talk about the other, types of homework like the integration and then the extension and then the preparatory and all that. So yes, my target audience for this particular video is a parent. So I would appreciate it if some of the parents will watch this video and then comment and send your comments or put your comment in the comment section. I want to read it and see how well this video is doing. So yes, this video is a lengthy one. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to the channel, share it, like it, and let's keep the channel growing. Thank you again for watching, and yes, that's where we draw the curtain for this episode: how to teach homework to our kids. All right, bye.